these days, people don't wear suits to funerals no more.
Most people don't. Like, most of the time when I go to a funeral, I don't wear no suit.
I wear
unless somebody has a special request. Because, you know, sometimes you go to funerals and they be like, oh, the person wants you to wear this or that. So outside
Somebody said that to me. Somebody said, yo, Fred, if you go to a funeral, he wanted everybody. I just said, stop. No, he didn't.
How you know?
How do you know?
No.
How you know?
No, you're not going to sit and tell me somebody did wanted every, no.
Wait, what you mean? People plan their funerals. People say, like, when they die, they want certain things to be a certain way.
Some people say, when I die, bury me inside the Louis store.
Okay.
See, he got his food, and now he can say some foolishness.
Right.
Because that's something that one of us would have said. He looked at us like we was crazy.
Right. All right, ready? You got your... I'll leave it alone.
Yeah, these ain't the Medusa head armies, but...
I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone, man. I was going to say something, but I just said, Fred, don't do nothing.
They're not the Medusa head armies, but let's go.
Hey, man, this is the coach.
And I'm the Beacon, and this is the Point Blank Perspectives podcast.
I do my clapping.
You should.
And you need to get with the program. That's what that
he give you that stern look again.
Yeah, you need to get with the program.
He give you that stern look.
But, so today, what should we, as Angie like to say, unpack?
Forgiveness.
Forgiveness?
Yeah.
Now, that's big. Woo, that's big.
Forgiveness is a good conversation to have.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think after our last episode, I actually had said to you, like, I don't think we ever talked about forgiveness before.
Yeah, and that's something that people need these days and time.
Yeah, you ain't
is
lying.
Forgiveness.
You ain't lying. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna preface this conversation by saying I'm not sure where I even land on the topic of forgiveness. So I'm probably gonna be finding out as we go through this conversation.
That's fair. I already know how I land on this topic. You ain't even got to, you don't even have to.
You already know your point blank
No, you don't even have to worry about that. And I'm going to say this. If I say things and you feel offended by it, and goddamn, I'm talking to you. That's how I feel. I really do. And we can get into it more, but we gonna let's start this thing, because I've been waiting on this. Ever since we had our meeting about what we gonna talk about, I've been waiting on this.
All right, well, fine. Since you all
yeah, baby, yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Let me ask you this question.
What?
What does forgiveness look like to you?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to be really finding out as I go through this conversation, because I want to say that forgiveness means that I've assessed whatever it is that was the issue, and we've at least apologized to each other about it, and then we've decided to move forward. Now, what move forward means could be a number of different things.
Gotcha.
Moving forward could be that we don't talk at all again. Moving forward could be we pick up exactly where we left off. But we at least had to acknowledge whatever the altercation was.
Okay.
And then we came to a mutual agreement and moved forward.
Okay. I mean,
that's what I think it means.
Forgiveness to me is whatever you did that put us in this lane. For me to forgive you means I can now tolerate you.
Okay.
I can actually tolerate you. I can be around because I can be around you, and we don't have to say nothing, but we can be in the same room, and I don't want to fucking take your head off. That's forgiveness to me. That's what it is to me. I can be in the same room, and you know what? I forgave you. I don't want to take your head off. It's fine. I could tolerate you.
But is that forgiveness, or is that you learning to
No. What does forgiveness look like to me?
No, I'm asking you.
That's what forgiveness look like to me.
But I'm asking you the question of
Yes.
Is
that's what forgiveness and depending on what is the come on, don't laugh. Depending on what it was, what the situation happened to make me be upset with you, where I have to forgive you. Now, once I forgive you, I can tolerate you. I can be in a room, and we ain't never got to speak again. But I forgive you, man. I forgive you because I don't want to go back to where I was just at. So that's what forgiveness look like to me. Now, depending on the situation, again, that's what I'm looking at when I see forgiveness. It's I could tolerate this. I could tolerate this person. You know what? What they did, it might have been bad, but I'm going to tolerate you. And so that's how I look at forgiveness. Some people. So,
well, before you move on,
I was
that point. Oh, go ahead.
I'm still on my.
No, go ahead.
I'm not a big fan when I'm gonna use me and you for example. You might have been offended by someone, and you like, dag, man, this person did this. And before you get a chance to tell me, man, I'm gonna forgive that person, I immediately throw Bible scriptures at you. No, because you're working it out. Even if you are a person of faith and you know the Bible, you all this, depending on what the situation is, God, Bible, you set that over here because you're in your feelings. And you like, you know what? I don't even want you looking at me like, oh, why I tell this dude this, man?
I know what you're saying.
Why I tell you this?
I know what you're saying.
I'm just letting you know. Then you want to throw Bible verses at me. I appreciate that, but that's not what I want to hear right now.
Yeah, I got
the
you.
way I want to forgive this person, I know. For me personally, I know what the Bible say.
Right.
You supposed to forgive, and I get that. But again, it goes to depending on what it is. Is the Bible in my vision? Because, like I said, depending on what it is, no, the Bible ain't there. So what forgiveness look like to me is I can tolerate you. We can be in the same room and I can tolerate you.
Well, I think what you're saying is fair because I think when it comes to forgiveness, it's a process, right? So
yes,
it's like, okay, initially you're mad about whatever it is that you're mad about. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get to the point to where you even want to address it. Because sometimes you get so mad, to your point, if I'm fresh in the anger and somebody coming to me with a Bible verse, I'm not trying to hear that. You get what I'm saying? So I think there is a level of allowing something to kind of simmer and going through the process of feeling it and thinking through it and then getting to a point where you're able to receive whatever constructive criticism and even take the Bible out of it. Even if it's somebody trying to calm you down or cool you down without the Bible.
Right.
Like, I think it's a process to get to that point. But I guess going back to the forgiveness piece is once, I guess, to your point, either I can tolerate you or I've gotten over it. Right. So even regardless of which phrase you use, until you get to either one of those points, is it safe to say that you haven't forgiven that person, even if the words came out of your mouth? So if I say to you, I forgive you, but I still don't want to see you or be around you, have I truly forgiven you?
I don't say it.
Got you.
I won't even, because I don't want to lie to you and then you come in my area and now I see you and as you said, that wound is still fresh. And now I see you, it's like the wound is being smacked and I'm getting mad all over again because I'm looking at you.
Right.
So yeah, what you said, yes, that is exactly correct.
Yeah, because I've been in that scenario before where it's like, something that I felt was wrong happened to me. and I've been in a space with the person, and I wanted to be like, all right, I forgive the person, but I realized immediately, no, we not good.
Right,
Like, we not good.
Right.
And I need to remove myself from the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there.
Right.
So that's why I wanted to make sure like we was on the same page with that.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And before we keep on moving on, as you and I was having our meeting about this, what we're going to talk about, there was some old things that came across my mind, and I got mad all over again. Because I was like, because it seemed like I said, oh, yeah, you know, I forgive. And when I say I'm going to forgive somebody, I pray to God, dear God, I'm going to forgive this person. And then, I don't know, sometimes it's like, I can't stand this motherfucker. You know what? And then I get mad when I see the person all over again. And I'll be like, dang, I don't think I really forgive. But you know what? It's just a process. Like you said, it's a process. I got to work through it. And like, if I say I forgive you, you'll know. You know what, man? It's cool. I forgive you. It's cool. But if I don't forgive you, now, I'm not saying nothing to you. I keep my mouth shut, and can't nobody around me say, oh, man, you need to forgive. What? Then I may get mad at you. What? You on his side? You know what I mean? All the things going across my mind. Oh, this dude on his side.
Yeah.
So, you know.
You know, trust me, I've been there.
Yeah, man.
I've been there. But most of the time, well, I ain't going to say most of the time because I'm not going to do that. But I've been in situations where people were saying that to me because it hadn't happened to them. And then as soon as it happened to them, then all of a sudden they was frustrated. I'm looking at them like, oh.
So when that happens, do you show compassion?
I don't say anything.
So are you?
I don't say it. I'm passive aggressive.
So you like me. I'll be like this. I just get my popcorn. And I just start laughing.
No, because especially in the situation that I'm thinking of when they started telling me like how it went down.
Right.
And I'm thinking to myself, oh, really? oh, really? You don't say.
Right.
Because when I was going through it, you ain't had no regard for me.
Right, you wasn't.
But now that it's you, now it's, I can't believe such and such. This. I'm like, oh, yeah? This my joy. Oh, yeah? That's crazy. That's my joy. Oh, yeah? Anybody ever hear me say that, you just know. I ain't really fully checked in. Oh, yeah? That's crazy.
Oh, shucks. But, so let me ask you something. Can you always forgive? Let me answer it for you. Hold on, let me answer
This is going to be one of them episodes.
Let me answer it for you. And everything I say, I mean.
Go ahead, man.
Fuck no. Hell no. I can't always forgive a person. And somebody told me, Freddie, you should always forgive a person. I looked them in their face. I said, you got kids? Well, yeah. Oh, okay. You got girls, don't you? Yeah. If one of your girls get raped, because you got little kids, do you forgive the person? You know what he said to me? That's different. Oh, well, wait a minute now. You so quick to throw a Bible verse in my face when you seem like I should forgive. Well, shouldn't you forgive the person that they did that to your kid? Well, that's different. Okay, I said, okay. So no. And again, certain things to me is unforgivable. Unforgivable. You can't tell me nothing.
Now,
kids.
Oh, go ahead.
It's unforgivable. Somebody kill someone in my family. It's unforgivable. So those are the main two things that I can think of right off the bat that's unforgivable. And can't nobody tell me anything different. What about you?
Was the question,
Can you always?
can I or should I?
Can you always forgive?
Can you always forgive? Okay, because that's two different things. I want to make sure I knew the question. So, can I forgive?
Mm-hmm.
I've never had any of the scenarios that you just gave me.
Okay.
So I can't base my answer off of that.
Okay.
What I can say to you is that I've had situations where I thought I would never forgive a person, and I eventually did over time.
Okay.
So the way I feel about forgiveness is you don't always have to forgive in the actual moment of when things happen.
Yes.
And one of the things that I've found when I have forgiven people in situations where I thought I never would is that it almost frees me of the anger. Because the anger ends up consuming me. Like I put it to you like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like when I'm angry at a person and I walk into a room and now my whole mood shifts because now I'm angry at this. I don't like when people have control over me like that.
Okay, got you.
And so there's an element of forgiveness that I think is helpful because it allows you to kind of remove that negative, heavy anger that can consume you when you don't forgive. So again, I'm not saying that somebody who goes through the things that you mentioned, because those are like really hard things, I'm not sitting here on no high horse saying, oh yeah, you should forgive somebody if they do that to your child or nothing. I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying that I do think there is something to be said for people who have done it. Because I, like you see on those murder shows, like at the end of the show, like they'll sit there and say like they went and they forgave the person that killed their cousin or their child or whatever like that. And I don't fully understand it. Like I don't fully understand it because I couldn't imagine how I would feel if somebody like killed somebody that I was real close with.
Right.
But those people get to that point. And it's like, well, how do they get to that point? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know when it comes to that.
But most of the time they make it seem like it was something that they felt helped them when they explain it. They say like, by forgiving that person, it allowed me to move on and this and that and the third. So I'm not saying I can always forgive. Well, I'll say it this way. I think you can always forgive, but it's how much time does it take for you to forgive?
Okay. So is there anything that so you saying no matter what is, I want to ask you.
Ask whatever your question is.
All right. So you're saying to me that no matter what it is, you can always forgive the person over time?
That's the thing. I'm not saying you always can, but
okay.
But I'm saying I'm answering from the perspective of I've been in situations where I've literally felt like I would never forgive this person for what they did to me.
Okay.
And then I forgave them at a later date.
Okay.
And it might have been like years later, like it could have been decades later. But I'm just saying I've done it. And so it's hard for me to say that I would never forgive. But at the point that you go through life saying you'll never forgive somebody for something, you're carrying a certain energy and a certain weight and allowing for somebody to have a certain power over you that I personally don't think anybody deserves to have over me.
Right. And I agree because for me, at one time, I lumped all Black people in one pot and I wasn't forgiving Black people, period.
Okay.
And so when I was on my first,
sitting across from a racist, that's crazy, but go ahead.
All right, but no, but I had to dig myself and I couldn't do that. So what happened was when I got found guilty, my lawyer told me that on the first day of deliberation, everybody could, it was whatever they did. And then the second day.
They couldn't come up to it with a decision?
Right. So the judge told them to go back.
Okay.
All the white people said, yeah, he's guilty. All the Black people said, he's not guilty. The second day deliberation, the Black people said, all right, we're going to say he's guilty, but just don't give him first degree. And it fucked me up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, dang. And for my first year, black people, I don't want nothing you could say to me. It was nothing crazy. No black person could say to me because I felt, damn, y'all heard the evidence, y'all know I didn't do it, but because y'all wanted to go home, y'all sat there and said, yeah, he's guilty.
So here's my question about that, because I don't know anything about that process at all. Is it 100% confirmed that it was all the black people? Like, how do you know that it was the black people?
My lawyer told me. I'm only going by what my lawyer said.
Okay.
Because I was like, yo, what happened? And he was like, because I said, because we had the murder weapon, they had it, fingerprint, none of that.
Right.
And I was like, well, what happened? He said, let me find out. And then this is what he came back and told me.
I hate that he told it to you that way. I mean, if that's what the truth is, then
and I was just like, and at the time when he first told me, I wasn't mad. I was like, all right, it's cool. But when I went back there,
as you start sitting in there,
and them doors slammed, and I realized, oh my God.
Right.
So I ain't went. If you black man, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, man. You with them.
My mom out there, ain't she black?
Right. All right. This is how I looked at it. My blinders was on, and I was like, black people, all black people did me dirty, and I know that wasn't true, but I was so much in my feelings and so much. No black people can't tell me nothing. I don't care what they got to say. I don't forgive none of them motherfuckers. And then as time went on, in the first year, that's how it was. I ain't really talk to, I was like, yeah, what's going on? But in the back of my mind, like, I don't trust you. I don't trust you because you black. That's how it was. Because I'm like, dang. And then at time, me praying and not only was I angry with black people, I was angry with God. Like, Dad, you had these people do that to me? You already know. And so I had to get myself together. And I was like, all right, hold on. All black people ain't doing this. All black people ain't doing this. So I'm saying it, and what made me say it, and the first thing I said was, I got dark family. And I'm thinking of my A and B and all of them. I'm like, they ain't part of that. What the hell? They ain't part of that. People at church. But I had to, that was something, like you said, I had to work through, like, oh my God. So, yeah, you can, whoo.
That felt like that was irresponsible for him to tell you that information like that, though. Like, he could have just said there were people that said you were guilty. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for him to break it down like that was dangerous. Like, that seems like I don't know. I don't even want to get into all that. But
no, I get it, but I'm just saying this is what was said to me, and I'm like, right, and I'm like, oh.
But I'm just saying that's a mind trip to one, be in that situation knowing that you shouldn't be, and then two, to be told that it was people that look like you that put you there.
And that's the way I thought of it.
Right. And now you going to a place where you surrounded by nothing but people that look like you.
Right. And that's the way I looked at it.
Yeah, that's wild, yo.
And it was, I had to work through it. I had to get myself together and realize, wait a minute. All black people didn't put me here. And I didn't even question the way you was. Dad, was that boy lying to? Was my lawyer lying to? I was like, yo, you my lawyer, all right, so you telling me the truth.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was something I really had to work through.
So you went through a process then, like I said.
Yeah, I did. I went through a real vicious process. And there were times where I wasn't even sleeping. I didn't want to go eat because I didn't want to be around black people.
People like, turn the lights on, it's too black in here.
You know what I mean? I didn't even want to be around black people. I would go to commissary. Hey, how you doing today? And go right back in my room, click my TV on, click. I'm all upstate with the TV on, click. You know what I mean? But I didn't even want to be bothered. I had to go to work, and I just didn't want because it took me about maybe 2 years before I actually was like, all right, hold on, man. You tripping, man. Listen to what you saying to yourself. You know what I mean?
Pass the salt.
Right.
Don't pass that pepper. Don't pass that black pepper.
You know what I mean? So it took a while for me to really, after I got myself together and got out of my feelings, it was like, nah, that don't even make sense, Fred.
Mhm.
And then I was like, all right, I'm all right. But
that's good that you did that though, because there's a lot of people who don't go through the process of allowing themselves to dial themselves out of that initial feeling,
Mhm.
and they stay stuck in that initial feeling. So that's good that you stepped back and was like, hold on, wait a minute, like, all right, I understand what my situation is, but let me evaluate this a little bit more.
Right, yeah.
And you was able to get to a point of forgiveness, I guess, with certain things.
The process of me forgiving God, this is the way I did it. It was like, dummy, you really thought God did that to you? So that was my process. That was my sitting back and, all right, you know what? Now let me open my Bible up. Let me start to read what it's saying. And I read something, God will not give you more than you can handle.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, this is a test. Okay, all right. Okay, God, I got you. Not understanding that there was going to be more forgiveness that I had to do. But yeah, that was my and once I realized, once I read that, it was like, oh man, God got me.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean? God got me. It's cool.
That's real.
So that was it. But again, it was about 2 years where I was just so mad. But you know how I'm mad at my dad or you mad at this man, but you know you can't beat him? So I'm mad at every black dude in jail. I know I can't beat nobody. So what do? You just under your breath. I can't stand this dude. Yo, somebody said, Fred, you want some kind? Nah, I don't want nothing, man. I'm good, man. You know what I mean? My mom was like, oh, I'm gonna send you money. I ain't get it. So now my stomach, my stomach on my back. I'm hungry. Fred, you want? No, man, I'm good, man. Good looking out. Thank you, man.
I'm done.
I don't want nothing from that black dude, man. That's how I was for the first, you know what I mean? First 2 years. I'm like, no, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, after, I got myself together and whew, yeah, it was a.
Well, that's good. You got yourself together.
Right, and it was a process that I had to personally go through. And that's like anybody, like you said, it's a process you got to go through if you can forgive that person.
Right.
Because a person, that's why I never really say anything to you about kids. Because if you got the kid, I don't know too much. I'm sorry, but you kill someone, kid, nah. And it depends how young the kid is. You may be able to forgive someone that kid you killed, if your kid is older. And and something happened and put them in that situation and they got killed. A little kid? No. You on the brink of one of them movies, one of them killing movies, John Wick. You John Wick 5. You killing everybody up. So, oh man.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't trying to even speak from that perspective because I don't have that experience.
Right.
I was more so just referencing that over time sometimes things get a little easier to forgive with people. So,
right, you're right about that. So let me ask you something: is it easier to forgive someone you care about or a stranger? You want me to say that again so you can?
I mean, you seem like you ready to go, so you must.
No. I'm letting you get your thing on because I can go, but I'm just.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Again, I'm gonna go again.
Because you seem like you super.
Yeah. Forgiveness, because it when we, like I said, when we talked about it, when we had our meeting about it, it brought up old things like, dang, oh yeah, I remember that time. Oh yeah, he did that to me. But I still forgave him. But is it easy? I believe for me, it depends on what it is. Because if it's someone that I care about, like your family, the family you care about, let's say that, if you're in a relationship, that person, your kids, you may be able to forgive them if you deem it wasn't that bad, you maybe not be able to forgive your friend is if you feel disrespected, and we already talked about that. Then it's like, you know what? You disrespected me. We can still be friends, but when it comes to this situation, I don't deal with you in. And so I'm going to say it's a double-edged sword for me, because I can be mad at my mom, but it's my mom. You know what? I forgive her. Let's just keep it moving. Where it can be another guy, Sylvester. I don't know Sylvester, but Sylvester. And we already had this conversation, man. Don't do that. And you do it up anyway. Now, there are times where your family, brother, cousin does something and you can't forgive them. If it's dealing with your other half. If you catch your cousin, brother, whatever, sleeping with your wife, you may not ever forgive that person, either one of them two, for that situation. I ain't want you sleep with, but that's what I'm trying to say. I think when it comes to this forgiveness, everything is a situation. And because what you may think is real deep, I may say, oh man, that ain't nothing, man. Go ahead. That ain't about nothing, man. And for you it is, because like you said, it's the process that you actually have to go through, you mentally, to get you to that point where, you know what, I can forgive them. So that's me. Go ahead. I know I gave a soliloquy.
No, you was good.
Okay, good. I know you say, you gave a soliloquy.
No, you was good. So in order for me to answer this question, I try to think of different scenarios, and I say, okay, do I feel differently about it if it was a stranger versus if it was somebody who I know?
Why you look at it like that? Okay.
So if I'm doing it that way, it's probably, well, like you said before, it always depends on the situation. That's one. But I think the other part of it too is, if I'm thinking about it the way I just said, it's probably easier to forgive the stranger. Reason being is because I don't have to deal with the stranger. It's a stranger. So you did something disrespectful to me, or you did something I didn't like. You may not have known me from nowhere. Maybe you didn't know that it bothered me. I think it's harder for me to forgive somebody who I love because my expectation is higher of the person who knows me. So when you do something that I don't like or frustrates me, I'm more mad at you because I'm thinking that our relationship is enough to where you should have known better. That's why I'm mad in the first place.
Got you.
Whereas with the stranger, I'm mad just because it probably was something disrespectful that you did, but you might not have realized that it was disrespectful to me. Because I don't know where you come from. So from where you come from, that might have been all right from where you come from.
Okay.
But when you did that to me, like I'm letting you know, that's not for me. And I'm pissed off about it.
Got you.
But when it comes to the person I love, I still have to see that person. So it's a little bit harder to forgive somebody when you have to still be around that person whether you want to or not.
Because it's like a Band-Aid.
Right.
Gotcha.
Whereas with the stranger, I can easily forgive that person because I ain't got to deal with them no more. They come back to me and apologize. It's like, all right, first of all, you ain't know me from nowhere. Second of all, I ain't glad to see you again. So the fact that you even apologize, and I appreciate it, and you keep it moving. But when it's somebody who I care about, it's like, all right, I'm glad you apologized, but dang, why are we even doing this in the first place? Like, I thought we was better than whatever the situation was.
Right.
So there's an element of that I think happens. So if I'm answering that question, I think the stranger is easier to forgive.
Okay. That ain't okay.
Is there anything that I said in that answer that I guess changed your perspective, or
No.
that you all right?
No. Nothing changed my perspective.
Listen, I just asked, brother.
But one thing I did think of, this part of our podcast was sponsored by the Plan Group. The Plan Group is something that you would definitely like to get in touch with the man, Jerome Johnson, and he sponsored this part of the podcast.
The way this
let's move on. Okay, so let me say, what are 3 things that are unforgivable?
Well, let me be very clear. We ain't sponsoring anything. Okay,
my bad.
budget together.
Okay. I got a little budget. Okay,
Our budget's not coming over here. I'll tell you that right now.
okay, I'm just saying. Okay. I just want to give a shout out to the plan group.
Hey, listen, we appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you. No problem. So, what are 3 things that are unforgivable?
That's kind of hard with the way I answered the other questions, but I would imagine the first 2 that you said.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody were to murder somebody or to, sexually assault somebody who I care about.
If you have 3, if you don't, whatever you have.
Those are the main 2.
Okay.
And I think if anybody were to disrespect my mother,
Okay.
or a woman in my life, I'll say, because I feel the same way from my mother to I'll say my nieces. I'll say my nieces. I can't really say my. Well, no, I ain't gonna do that. But
Okay.
Yeah, but
okay. I don't.
My mother, and my nieces. Man.
Okay.
My mother and my nieces.
I think okay. Well, as I was thinking about it, was unforgivable. Someone when it's death, depending on who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, that's unforgivable.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't at this time. There's
the only one?
No. That's the only 2 that I can think where it doesn't matter what anyone says to me. That's unforgivable.
Mm-hmm. See, and I don't have a wife, so that didn't even
right.
come mine.
And I'm even talking about even if my wife says something, it's unforgivable. I can't even forgive you either.
Wait, what you mean?
So when it comes to me, and this is not happening to me, but I'm just saying when with the spouse, and if one spouse cheat, and it's can you forgive the person?
Mm-hmm.
No,
mm-hmm.
I can't forgive the person you did it with,
mm-hmm.
but it take 2 to take care of that situation.
Right.
And so if you did that,
mm-hmm.
what are we talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I got a story.
Wait.
Ooh, I got a story. I got a story. So, me and Angie, this is how we look at things.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about the unforgivable and talking about the cheating. Our thing is, if you're going to cheat, just leave. We just leave. Because our thing is, if you cheat, we will never be friends again. But if we just leave and just, we got a chance to still be friends. So that's how that was my story.
Okay. No, but I think she shared that on the last episode.
I don't know about what she did. I'm just saying.
I mean, you were sitting right there.
I don't know nothing. I just say this is my story, and I'm going with it.
Listen, brother.
No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Mm-mm. So when I'm thinking of, the forgiveness,
mm-hmm.
and it came across my mind, what do true forgiveness look like? And when I thought about it, true forgiveness is where you can sit up there and, as we always talk about, I have peace.
Mm-hmm.
I have peace with what you've done.
Mm-hmm.
I may not be fine, but I'm at peace. And you know what? For me, forgiveness look like, if I don't forgive you, do I go back to jail? That's what forgiveness. What do true forgiveness look like?
Mm-hmm.
For me, you know what? 1, I forgive you because I don't want to disturb my peace. I forgive you because I don't want to go back to jail, depending on what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I forgive you because that's what God told me to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, that's what true forgiveness looks like, those 3 things.
Okay.
What about you? I lay it up and you can go what you got to do. Soft voice. Go ahead.
So true. If we're talking about true forgiveness, True forgiveness means that I have not only moved on from the situation, but I've removed it from my memory bank. To me, that's what true forgiveness is. Because, there's been times where you say you forgive somebody, but then whenever you get the opportunity, you bring up like whatever the situation was. So you might have forgiven for what they did, but now it's like you constantly bring up whatever that thing was.
Right.
So I think whenever I'm truly at a point where I forgive somebody, it doesn't come up anymore.
Okay.
I'm not thinking about it. I'm not talking about it. We've had the conversation where we've acknowledged what it was and said what we had to say, and then we moved on.
Right.
But to me, that's the true forgiveness, because I agree with you. The peace is important. But I also think that some people can get to a point of peace, but still harp on the thing that they said they forgave somebody for. So I think that's another element of true forgiveness too, is that you've allowed yourself to not live in that space or that moment anymore.
Got you. So go ahead. Anything else?
No, that was it. For true forgiveness.
Saying that, what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you is, is it possible to, I'm going to forgive you, but I have not forgotten about that?
Not always. Not always. There's moments where you can forgive somebody and not forget what they did to you.
Okay.
So I'm saying true forgiveness, because that was the key word in the last. That's why I wanted to be very careful how I answered it.
Okay.
Because there's forgiveness, then there's true forgiveness.
Okay.
To me, the true forgiveness is when basically clean slate. Like we at a point where we did everything, clean slate. I'm not bringing it up. We talked about it, all that. But is it possible for me to forgive somebody and not forget? Yeah, I do think that that's possible. Because I think that there's some elements of me just wanting to, like there might be a situation where something happens in the moment where I know that if we don't have a conversation to kind of at least acknowledge what happened at the moment and say, all right, I forgive you for what you did, but this ain't over. We'll talk more about it later.
Okay.
So there's elements like that where it's like, okay, in this moment you apologizing, but I ain't forget what you did, and we got some more talking to do. But just to get through this situation, I appreciate your apology, and we going, do what we got to do to get through this, but we got some more talking to do.
Okay.
So I do think that it's possible for you to forgive somebody and not forget what they did.
Okay. So to what you are saying, when you said, when I truly forgive the person, you say if I forgive them truly, I don't think about it no more. I let it go. No, not me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not this cat here. I can truly forgive you, but like I've always said, it depends on the situation. I can forgive you. I can truly forgive you. It'll never come back again. But it's always going to be in my mind so we don't ever go back down that road again. And that's why I believe people may say, okay, you know what, I forgot about it. But you back down this road. Why? Because you forgot. I'm not going to, if you offended me that bad, and we got over it, and I forgave you, and yeah, kumbaya and all this, I'm never going to forget that. Because I never, I'm not going to forget it. Why? Because I need to know what put you in that situation for you to act that way towards me. So I can't forget that part. And two, I just don't want to be caught off guard if it happens again. I gotta be, because the next time and it happens, now I'm mad at myself because I knew better. I forgave you. I might have forgave you, but did you forgive me? And now I said, you know what, man, it's cool, man. It's all right, man. Don't worry about it. And in your back, in your mind, you saying, I'm gonna get him and give him the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'll be like, yeah, I'm with you on that. I can truly forgive you. But I ain't gonna forget. It depends on that situation. If you, no, I can't forget that.
Okay, it was something I was going to say when you was talking. I can't
I'll
remember.
just
what it
rattled
was.
on?
No.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay.
No, you was fine. It was something about the forget piece, and I can't remember how I was going to say it. But just because I'm saying I forget the situation, I don't think that's literally what I mean.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't think that's literally what I mean. Because when I say I forget, I'm saying I'm not dwelling on it. So like when I see that person, my first thought is not that incident.
Right, okay.
But I am mindful of the fact that that happened.
I'm glad you said that.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, I know you.
Yeah.
I know that's what you meant.
Yeah.
But I wanted you to bring it out to our listeners and the people that's watching, just in case somebody run across you and be on some, yeah, I know you're going to forgive me. Yeah, I'm not, I didn't forget.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I'm always going to be mindful of the situation, but that going back to that other question where it was like, what does true forgiveness look like? When I say I forgave and I forget, I'm saying that when I see you, that's not top of mind. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't forget, it's still top of mind. So as soon as I see you, I can't even engage with you the same way no more because I'm immediately thinking of whatever that was that we went through was. Right. Whereas when I'm at that true forgiveness point, we can kind of get back to where we were before. But I'm never going to forget like that situation. I'm always going to be mindful, but I'm going to be mindful of the standpoint that can happen with me, with anybody, and not just that person. Right. Whereas when I'm still in that moment of not forgetting, I'm looking at that person as you're the type of person that's like that. Right. And somebody else might do it to me because I'm not even thinking about it happening to them. Right. I mean, happening to me from them. Right. So yeah, no, it's not that I literally forget, but it's just that I'm putting it in a place to where it's not top of mind when I interact with that person.
And as we've been sitting here thinking, it always had me go back to people that's married. And I don't understand how I can sit up there and I have a friend. I can forgive my friend. Whatever you did, oh man, it's cool, man. But when I'm in front of my spouse and they do something, oh, I can't forgive my spouse. Oh, I can't forgive you. You the bad person. Oh, that's not cool. I think you, just like you should be able to forgive your friend, you should be able to forgive your spouse. And I'm not just gonna say men. I'm gonna say people, period. When they're in a relationship or a marriage, they struggle with forgiving their spouse. But they're so quick to want to be forgiven from their spouse. But they don't want to reciprocate the forgiveness.
But I think that kind of blends in with what I was saying earlier when we were talking about the someone you care about and the stranger. Now, granted, your friend is not a stranger, but the relationships are different. Right. So with your spouse, your relationship is that close relationship. Right. The friendship is close, but it's not the spouse relationship. I don't care how close you is with your friend. If you got a spouse, that's a completely different relationship, and that's a closer relationship.
It should, but...
Yeah. So, well, I'm just saying, at the point that you got a spouse and you closer with your friends, that's a conversation for another day.
Yes.
But I think it's the in dealing with that person. So when you with your spouse, it's like we deal with each other in a certain way. So it's a little harder for me to forgive you because I have to be around you and see you. Okay. Like I don't get time to really process everything because we have to deal with everything while we're around each other. Whereas with your friend, 9 times out of 10, you and your friend ain't around each other as much as you and your spouse. Right. Especially when you talk about marriage, because marriage, 9 times out of 10, y'all living together. Right. So y'all in the same house, same bed, same everything. Friend, it's like, all right, we might hang with each other, but you gonna go to your spot and I'm gonna go to my spot. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think it might be a little bit easier for that person. But I don't know, that's weird to lay next to somebody and be beefing.
Right, but it happens all the time in a marriage or in a relationship. Yeah. I like to do marriage. Yeah. It happens all the time, not all the time. It happens a lot in a marriage.
That's even crazy to me, though.
What you mean?
Like I said, literally to be in your bed, knowing that you next to somebody that's hot as fish grease with you, and you just think you're gonna get a good night's sleep. Like, I can't imagine it.
Because I'm gonna say this respectfully.
No, listen, I ain't married.
Because, and that's it.
Yeah, I ain't
If
married.
you're not married, and then when you go into the relationship and you don't know right away your partner background.
Mm-hmm.
You know it,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't know it until a situation happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to see how this person will respond to you in this situation. And that person may feel as though what you did, I cannot forgive you at this time.
Mm-hmm.
I still love you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
And at this time, with what you have, what I deem is offensive,
Mm-hmm.
I can't forgive you, and let me work it out.
But can y'all sleep good, though, is my question.
The person.
That's my question. Can y'all sleep good? Because if somebody mad at me, I can't sleep good if they in my bed. Like, I'm looking like...
Oh, I can. I don't have no problem. Once we talked it out.
What? But that's what I'm saying. Y'all talked it out. So you're not going to bed hot as fish grease because y'all talked it out. Like I'm saying, is there ever a scenario in which
me and Angie,
you go to bed and y'all are pissed at each other? Y'all haven't talked it out.
Yeah.
Y'all pissed.
Yeah, of course.
Well,
that's
I
being
don't know.
married. Hold on, where's my camera? Wait, this is my camera?
Yeah, I'm not married.
Married people, you know what I'm talking about. You go to bed, your partner mad, you just be like, for me, Angie may be, I got a story. Listen, Angie may be mad at me. It ain't too often. But if she may be mad at me, you know what I say? I love you. I look at my clock. I got to get up 2:15. I'm going to sleep. What am I supposed to do? Don't get no sleep? But no, but me and Angie will sit up there and we communicate. But
if she really pissed at you and she know you got to get up at 2:15, she might not let you go to sleep.
No. There's been time Angie talked to me, and not just regular talk, early in our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
She talking.
You just put...
Yeah. She go, you see, you going to sleep? I ain't going to sleep. And I go sleep so she knows.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
When it's time for me to get ready to go sleep.
Well, I guess that's another valid point, too, that's actually important in this conversation, or in the question that I asked, is that by the time you marry somebody, you've known them, or at least ideally, you've known them long enough to know their temperament.
No.
No?
No. It depends on the situation.
Okay, fair enough.
It depends because you may get this woman that something happens and you don't know who the fuck this person that's sitting in front of you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And you really... So in marriage, my personal opinion, you don't know what person you're going to be dealing with until a situation come up. Okay? You hear, I heard a dude say, oh, yeah, I know my wife and all this. I said, oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
I said, okay. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks later, he came back. Fred, man. I said, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
Man, whatever he did, he have never seen his wife act that way towards him.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I told you, the situation going to dictate.
It's levels.
Right, it's levels. Marriage is levels. You got your ups, you got your downs, you got your times where you just like, damn, can I get caught if I take her out? You on that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got time where, Jesus, she working my nerves. He working my nerves. It all depends, but at the end, I love the person. Whatever you did, I can forgive them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and also, there may be some scars, some past trauma, and you do something and you're struggling. Why is my spouse not forgiving me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that may be something that your spouse put way back in their memory bank.
Mm-hmm.
And you as a wife or husband done something to trigger that. And now now it's up in the forefront and you get the lashing and all that stuff. And they'll say, oh, baby, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it like this. And you still have to forgive them. But in forgiveness, part of being forgiveness, you got to be able to talk at the same time. Communication communication and forgiveness go hand in hand for me. I forgive you, but we never talked about it. Now we got to talk about it because I don't want it to come back up again.
Yeah. Well, here's another. Go ahead.
In the marriage, go ahead. What you saying?
No, I was gonna say because when you just said that, it made me think of another thing too. Another part of forgiveness too is somebody actually apologizing. Because you got some people that don't apologize. They just feel like they're not gonna say nothing and they're gonna come in and act like whatever they said or did never happened, or And so how can, like, is it? I guess that's a question. Is it even possible to forgive somebody who doesn't apologize?
Yeah.
It is?
Right.
Okay.
Early in our marriage, I was like that.
Okay.
I ain't never apologized for shit.
Okay.
I ain't apologized for nothing.
Okay.
And I didn't even realize I was even doing it. And then we came down on the Saturday, one of our Saturdays, and Angie was like, she said, I want to start this off. Well, I usually start off, but go ahead, you got the floor. She said, I only got to ask one question. How come you don't apologize? And not knowing that I was even doing it, I was like, the first thing I said is, what you mean? And then, because she had receipts, she had receipts, and the way Angie did it, it was just laid out so smooth where I could just lay back on the bed. She said, well, Freddie, on this date, so and so and so, do you remember when there was this? I said, yeah. She said, but you never apologized. And as she's laying these dates out and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. And kept on saying you didn't apologize. I'm looking at her face and I'm like, damn, she hurt. I said, you know what? I'm sorry. And Angie knows me. When I say I'm sorry, I'm sorry. If I don't...
You sorry for your phone keep going on?
You know what I'm doing? You know what? Forgive me. I'm definitely sorry for my phone keep on going off. But as I was saying, as she was talking, I was sitting there and I was like, you know what, Angie, I'm sorry. And everybody, I'm sorry for the phone keep on going off. Please forgive me. And I'm sorry to Abraham. But she would sit there and she understood because she seen in my face that
you was oblivious. You had no idea.
No, because I honestly thought I would say I was sorry.
So you wasn't not apologizing on purpose.
No, I thought I was apologizing.
Well, how is that possible? Like how is it possible that you thought you was apologizing, but you started off by saying I ain't never apologized for nothing?
Because I'm saying it now because she pulled my coat.
Oh, okay.
And she told me, and then that's why I was like, oh, shuck, that's why I was like, nope.
So you was the type of person, y'all would get into something and then you come in and you was like I said, you act like nothing ever happened and y'all just pick up like nothing ever happened. You was that person.
Yeah, that might have, that might have been me.
No, that's the reason I'm saying that's crazy is because when I asked that question, I was literally asking from just a curious place. I didn't know that was a real situation.
I am the person where I'm not arguing. I just won't say nothing. And Angie understands if we're having a discussion and I don't say nothing, she already know I'm pissed off.
Right.
But I'm not going to say nothing. And Angie does the same thing. We just won't say nothing. And we just be like, okay, if it good, I was at the point when we first got married, I walk right past you. All right, whatever. And just keep it going. And then, 1 or 2 days after I'm about my feelings, then, hey, and she a little standoffish. I'm like, all right, we'll be down Saturday. And that was, and I was like, yo, listen. And that's how it always started. let me start it off. How did I mess up this week?
But that Saturday thing is important though, because if y'all didn't have that Saturday thing, you might still be walking around here.
No. I'm not going to do that because remember what I told you. Rule 1.
Your goal.
There's a goal we must get to. So we're going to straighten it out because there's a goal that I need to get to. So yeah, no. We know.
Yo, I swear, it don't matter how many times you say that. I laugh every time.
Listen, man, people can say what they want to say, but there's a goal that us men,
I'm cracking up.
We enjoy getting to. The process sometimes may be a little rocky from spouse to spouse, but there we got one goal. So,
oh man.
But yeah, that's big when it comes to forgiveness and everything we talked about when it comes to marriage.
And one more question about marriage in terms of forgiveness. Do you feel like, as a married person, you forgive for the sake of the relationship quicker than you would in normal situations?
No.
Okay.
When I forgive someone, I forgive them.
Okay.
That means, and it can be quick or it can be drawn out. I'm already processing. And I'm already saying to myself, is it really that deep?
Got you. Okay.
And it needs a quick process I'm doing. And it all depends on the situation.
And the person. Because at this point, you know the person.
No.
But certain...
you just talking about marriage?
Yes, just marriage.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm only talking about marriage.
It's strictly a situation.
Yeah.
It's strictly a situation. And with me and Angie, we ain't getting divorced. So it's like, all right, you know what? Get over it.
But I guess that's that's the question I'm asking. Like, have you found that you are quicker to forgive for the sake of the relationship versus if y'all weren't married? Like, do you feel like there's times where you just like, you know what, for the sake of the happiness in my house, I'll forgive you?
No. I don't do the...
I wish I could throw my flag to the producer so I can get him in there. Producer, you feel like jumping in?
1,000%.
I don't do the happy wife, happy house. Get the fuck out of here.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying.
I get what you. Okay, I got
for the relationship.
I got you.
A lot of men will sit up there and say, "Well, you know what, man? Go ahead. I just want the house to have peace." No. You can still do all that, and your spouse still have attitude towards you. No. The only way you're going to resolve it is you got to be able to communicate. You got to sit down and talk.
Right.
As I said before, forgiveness. You got to have those tough conversations that you don't want to have, but you know that's for the sake of our marriage.
Right.
Is these conversations. And in our conversation, we're talking, I'm already gauging where your forgiveness is at. Because I know you. And I know the things I did where, okay, all right. And as I'm talking, I'm like, all right, I did this. We're about in this part of the range of, this is the worst. This is the less worst. I'm up in this area somewhere. I know how you was when you was this on the forgiveness, and I know where you at with that. I'm there. And for me, it's quick. I'm doing this quickly in my mind. As we're talking, I'm looking at you. And that's why we not talking and trying to forgive over text. I need to see you face to face because I'm looking at your body language. I'm looking at, okay. And now I know how to proceed. I know when to back up, push the brakes. Oh, hold on. I'm going to come back to that subject. Let me circle back around. Let me hit this topic first. Because right now, I know she's still a little salty about that. All right, let me get this, and then let me swing back around, and then I go from there. And that in my marriage, that's how I do it. Okay. But it's all about the talking. It's all about because you
But are you talking about her forgiving you?
Yeah.
I'm talking about you forgiving her. I'm saying, are there moments where you have been in a situation where you said, you know what, I'm going to forgive her because I just rather have the peace of my household?
No, I don't do that. If I'm going to forgive my wife.
So before you even keep going.
I think sometimes the conversation that you're saying happens, sometimes that is the act of forgiveness. Cause like if I'm in a position I gotta forgive you for something and you did wrong and I know you did wrong and you just being stubborn, like me coming to you and saying we gotta talk about this, that's me putting it aside. Cause it's like a lot of people like, why I gotta go apologize first? Why I gotta talk to you first? You did me wrong. So me coming to you to have this sit down is like, to me, I think that's the initial part of forgiveness. And and as far as forgiving just for the sake of the relationship, I don't think that means I'm not going to address it or acknowledge it, but I'm putting my pride aside. Like I tell my wife all the time, look, we on the same team. I just want to win. I don't care who scored the points. I don't care whose fault it is. I don't care who, like, I want to win. Meaning like, I want to be functional. I don't want this dysfunctional. I just want to win. I want to win for us. I want to win for the kids. I want to win for, like, you know what I mean? So I look at it from a team perspective where it's like, I'll come off the bench. I just want to win. So that's the mindset that I have when I say I forgive for the relationship.
And I understand that.
So you gotta say however.
However, for me, it's what happened. And if I've been offended, and I feel though I'm offended bad, I'm not even worrying about I'm not worrying about your whole attitude. That's where I get into I'll walk right past you.
Yeah.
I'll get into that mood to be like, all right, because now I got to work through the process. You know, so yeah.
I was just curious to know like how y'all felt about that part of it, or just to hear y'all perspectives because y'all are married. So I'm always curious about that because, again, I'm not in a situation where I got to live with anybody who I'm upset with.
But you should. I mean, all right, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Nothing. Go ahead. Let's move on. Let's. You know what? My bad. You know what? Let's move on. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking about when I brought you, when I said that. But you are someone that's you are a person that will forgive a woman.
I want to say yes.
Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just asking.
I want to say yes.
You are a person that would. We gotta get your bio together so you don't get your bio. Come on, stop laughing. Come on, we got to people. It's these women that out there looking at you.
Ain't nobody paying me no mind.
Okay,
man.
but okay, all right. You know what? Let's just move on.
Mind.
All right, let's just move on.
All
right, dang, I failed. Producer, I failed. I tried. Producer, I failed. Like we'll next month. We'll do it in May. We'll do it in May. No, we're going to even May.
Yeah, I'm hollering.
But so my final perspective on the whole thing is forgiveness is something you should do because you want to be forgiven. And especially if you are a believer in a higher power. For me, I'm going to use as a Christian. God died on the cross and forgave us of our sins. So I believe you forgive people. But it also goes on what the situation is. And if you married, forgive your spouse. Men, I'm talking to my men out there. Men, forgive your spouse. We got one goal. One goal. That's my final perspective. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm cracking up, man. I think my final perspective is that in order for you, and the producer touched on it, in order for you to truly forgive, you have to learn how to put your pride to the side in certain situations. I think a lot of times, we don't allow ourselves to forgive people because the whole reason why we're upset in the first place is because you probably hurt our pride in some way, shape, or form. And so the first way to get to true forgiveness is to put your pride to the side and allow yourself to go through the process of feeling what you feel. Like if you're upset, be honest with yourself. I'm upset. Because a lot of times guys will be like, it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm good. It's all right. And it's like, no, if it hurt you, like, say it hurt you. Like, if it bothered you, say it bothered you. If it made you feel away, like, say it made you feel away. We got to stop acting like things don't hurt us. You know what I'm saying? Because when we act like nothing hurts us, then how we expect the rest of the world to treat us? Well, don't nothing hurt you anyway, so why do I care that I hurt you? You know what I'm saying? So I think that it's really important for us to, be truthful in what we feel in the moments that we feel disrespected, that we feel hurt, that we feel mistreated, that we feel neglected, whatever it is that you have to provide forgiveness for when somebody is apologizing to you. You have to be true in how you feel. The other thing I want to add too is I think forgiveness can be more for you than it is the other person. So I think that's another thing too. I think sometimes people think that, oh, well, if I forgive them, I'm letting them off the hook. And it's like, no, if you forgive them, you're actually freeing yourself up from carrying that negative energy. And, whatever you was mad about, you can decide how you proceed forward, but you don't have to carry that situation or that issue for the rest of your life. So that's the biggest thing for me is the pride, letting go of the pride, being honest in how you feel about things. And then also the last thing, I just got distracted, but whatever the last thing was I just said.
I got you.
That's my final perspective.
Got you. So on that note, but again, before we sign off, our producer is a great producer. And his website, I need your help. His website is
I don't know about his website.
I mean his social media.
Way Created.
Go ahead. Way Created.
Way Created.
Right.
But I don't know. He got a couple different Way Created.
All right, so
tell us what your Way Created
all right,
is.
so what I'm saying, look on the screen. You know they point down. I'll be like, I always wanted to do that. Look on the screen. It'll be in the bio. That's what it is. The bio. That's what it is.
No, just on the screen.
All right, look on the screen. I'm pointing down because I see everybody pointing down. I don't know, whatever. But look on the screen. He'll produce, have good stuff. So on that note, man, I hope you enjoy what we said and it will help you out in your forgiveness. This is the coach.
And I'm the Beacon. And this is the Point Blank Perspectives Podcast.
Peace.